There is one thing that you have to do when playing Eldritch Horror.
These are spirit fingers.
This is second play. Welcome back. So when you play Eldritch Horror, it's a Lovecraft game. It's about Call of Cthulhu. What you're doing is you're going around different cities around the world and you're trying to stop the world being destroyed. And that's tracked by a doom tracker. And the game's really good because it's set across the world and you travel across countries and defeat monsters as well as find clues and solve missions. Solve missions? And you have to complete missions or solve mysteries. When I play with my game group, there's one thing that you've got to do when you play Eldritch Horror, and
You shiver with anticipation.
you want to immerse yourself in the story. And the way best to do that is by reading the details on each card. It's easy to just have something happen, like, oh, you get a leg wound.
I think my legs might be broken, but I'll try to stand up. Oh, yes, they are broken.
And you look through, oh, I get a leg wound, and you take 1 damage and you just have the leg wound there. But if you sit down and you read the card and look at the image, it's like, oh, okay, I took a leg wound.
I'm in an extraordinarily large amount of pain. The bone has gone through the skin.
And it describes the leg wound and it has a picture of it, and you really immerse yourself in the story and you immerse yourself in what the character's doing, and you are that character. Let me know what your best Cthulhu Lovecraft game is in the comments. There's one more thing that happens in Eldritch Horror that wasn't in the base game that I'll let you know. The thing that I love about the game is that I read the characters, and we were playing the other day, they didn't get to choose their characters. I was reading out the names, I was like, does that sound like a good character for you? And they're like, I don't think that's the best character in the game. That's not what I asked. I asked, does it sound good? And really embrace the character rather than winning the game or being the best character for the game. Unlike in something like Pandemic, where you're like, well, I'm going to be the medic, or I'm going to be the quarantine officer. You know, like those are they're more powerful roles. Whereas in Eldritch Horror, you know, if you think you're going to lose anyway, you might as well have fun with it and engage with what the story's doing. That extra one thing that you have to play with is focus. You've got to play with the focused action. If you do already, great work. If you don't, the original was like using clues to re-roll, but you need clues. They're so valuable with all the other missions that you have to do and stuff like that. You can't just use them to re-roll. So they brought in this thing called focus. You can use an action to get focus, and then you can use focus later to re-roll a dice. So thanks for watching. Stay amazing. I'll see you next time.
Oh, the pain is really quite severe. I fashioned a makeshift splint. Here goes nothing. Ah!